Now, I would love to talk to you a little bit about your experience while you were living in the White House. I have been super lucky to go places that I talk about that I have no business being there. And on a regular basis, get myself into situations where I'm like, I should not be here. And I also get to talk to people that I have no business talking to. This is a perfect example. You had all the business in the world speaking to the celebrities and athletes that you were able to meet during your time at the White House. But is there anyone that you ever felt like truly starstruck by?
I mean, the list is endless, but the first person that comes to mind is Her Majesty the Queen of England. I mean,
Oh
okay,
gosh.
it's the Queen, right?
Right.
And the first time I met her, I was at her house, right? At Buckingham Palace, you
Sure.
know. And the English, the monarchy is all that,
Yes.
You pull up to Buckingham Palace and it is a palace.
Right.
And it's just, this is what you've seen your whole life. And me and Barack, we're walking in here and, and, we're kind of the honored guests.
Yes.
But what I learned early on in those first interactions with the Queen was, how protocol is really the thing that other people force on you, and that people in these high places are really just trying to connect. And you get all these rules about what to say and what not to do, and what to where to stand and where not to stand, and you're just trying to connect. But I felt that from her as well, that there was a level of, oh my God, with the protocol, we're just people out here trying to connect. And her level of grace and generosity towards me and my family, there were a lot of things that happened off the record on prior visits that were just generous, gracious courtesies, sort of recognizing, my mom and the girls in ways that it was not about what was on camera. She hosted us one visit when we were in London, just sort of on a girls' family vacation. We didn't make an announcement, but the palace heard we were in the country, and they invited us over for like an afternoon of just hanging out in the palace. And the girls were really little. They got to see the gold room and to ride a carriage around the rose garden with nobody else there in Buckingham Palace. And everyone was so gracious, and they offered us a tea party. And, and who walks down with her purse is Her Majesty. There was absolutely no reason why she had to take time out of her day to come down and sit with me, my mother, our daughters, like it was a regular visit. And that was a model for me of also remembering that in these high places that you have to be human and have these human moments and human interactions, because people are often so starstruck, right? That, if you don't help them shake out of that moment, they don't get the most out of the moment. So
Right.
I know for me now, when I meet people, I just really try to be open and gracious so they understand, look, I am human and you might be tripping, but let's stay in this moment, let's
Right.
just be here right now. And because we're really just people. And so I think about that when I interact with anybody, whether it's a 7-year-old kid or a 90-year-old woman. I want to just be like, I'm here for you right now. And let's just calm it down, because I am just a person and I'm as excited to meet you always as you are to meet me. So I guess that's a long answer, but it
No,
was
that's
really a powerful,
it's beautiful to
model for
think
me.
it's beautiful to think that someone in that position modeled behavior for you to have one of those moments of like, now that you've taken some of that with how you interact with other people, and the idea of focusing on that human connection is so beautiful, because why else do we meet people or get to come in contact with people but to connect with them and learn from them,
That's right.
or just really have a positive experience in that interaction. So that's amazing. That's an outstanding answer as the Queen of England.
It's like, really, I mean, and that's the life I live, right? I mean, oh, were you most, it's like, no, it's not Beyonce. It's the Queen of England.
Yes.
It's Nelson Mandela. I mean, it's like, and trust me, Kylie, every time we were in these situations, all I was thinking about is, really? You're asking me? You're talking to me?
Right.
I'm coming to your house to sit down and have a conversation. So, we had some real surreal moments throughout our 8 years. So anywho.
That's incredible.